we got here? 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning of a Friday. Grand final eve for the footy. Okay, let's have a look. I'll show you what's happening. That's over there. That's over here for now. But my tumbler and shit's set up over there. I spent an hour setting up, and or 45 minutes setting up, I think it was, and 15 minutes I ran. I was doing some like whatever you call this, gardening or landscaping, yeah. So I've done some of that. Placed this here nicely, level, everything hopefully nice, so I don't have to fuck around too much with angles anymore. And I've run one bucket, which was the material that I moved from there, which was totally barren. I'm about to run the second bucket, which is from where I'm getting my material from. So let's fire this bloke up. A bunch of water. That might nearly do it. It can go there. Tumbler. Okay, and let's place the shit in. I've got a totally full bucket. Have to be 8 litres in there. People, I'm planning on, well, what I got, say 5 o'clock, piss off home 5 o'clock, plus the 2 before 12 at 7, 7 fours at 28. I'm expecting to do at least 28 buckets today. I'm hoping for 30. If I can do 5 per hour, that'll be 35. 4 an hour is 28, so somewhere in between there. Well, this is really the first bucket, even though I did run one previously. Like I said, that was what's it called? Landscaping shit. It could have had stuff in it, but it didn't even have a fly shit in there. But never mind. And I'm showing this one partly because it's my first bucket, which I like to record, and partly because it's yummy mud. It's like good quality, you know, big rocks, gravel, sand and mud. So I expect with all that varying type of stuff in here, there could very well be gold, and black sand of course. Oh fuck, I'm tired already. What am I doing wrong? Oh, that's right. In my quest to be able to do one push-up, I've been doing 20 knee push-ups every day, and sometimes 40. Not 40 in a row, but like 20 knee push-ups, and then come back later on, like 1 or 2 or 3 hours, whatever. Fucking, I'm getting wet, man. And then do another 20. Anyway, and what's happening, I think I made myself sore. I didn't do any push-ups this morning. I said, don't do it, you fuck yourself up. So I didn't do it. I'm not happy with this pump, big one. I think I cooked it. My life is cooking motors. Who wants to know about my vehicle? My original vehicle is off the road. I bought another one. It cost me about $5 grand to get it on the road and all that. Not counting rego. I've got to still do that. But I was concerned about overheating and this and that, and it's going to blow up the same day before I even get here. But it seemed to go okay, even though I Thought I heard a funny bird then. Anyway, it seemed to go okay. So that's a good thing. Turn this power off. Water and the tumbler. Anyway, let's have a look. Trommel out, and it goes over there. And I've got at least 1 or 2 pieces in here. It's a good bucket. It's a good start for today. So this time, I'm not going to move from this where I'm digging. I mean, I say I'm not going to move, but I probably will. But anyway, for now, I'm going to try, keep thinking about not moving. So where I'm pointing now, should be fine. Round, round, round. Left, right, forward, back, left, right. Tap, 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 and pump. Pump the light shit out the way. Oh, what a beautiful bucket to get the ball rolling. I deserve some luck, you know, with motors and fucking cars and roadworthies and scams and fuck me dead. Anyway, I mean, I deserve some luck. I deserve something to go right for a while, rather than fucking life being continually bombarded with bloody obstacles and shit. Obstacles that I'm not interested in. Anyway, yeah, okay, look, today's going to be a monster of a day. My pump shoots itself. I brought me down there, if you can see red, white and blue, Australia. That pump is 1100, but it's pulling 6 amps, but that's fine. I got 2 lots of battery packs. Look, I'll show you this. Wobbly head. I don't know, is that pointing? Should add. What normally happens, I point at the rim, don't I? So this will be not the rim. Anyway, there's the gold there. I'll count them for you. 15 or so, but it's a good amount, a very good amount. Best bucket all day, which is sort of like expected, seeing it's the first. Now that's great. Now the bottom, whatever that thing's called, bottom sluice is filling up with rocks and sand and shit. It's just not emptying out for some reason. Heaps of, but I don't care. That's not really part of the sluice. So I catch all the gold in that one. This is more just to get all the material into one bucket. Anyway, who knows what I'm talking about knows. Who doesn't? If you hang around long enough, you no, that's not it. If you hang around long enough, you will learn how my channel works. So anyway, that's that. This is there. Now we put the trommel back on. I don't know why I'm showing you this part. This part's stupid. No, it's not stupid, but it's unnecessary to show. Who wants to see me put the shit? Anyway, you saw the gold. First bucket done. Could be second, but I'll be back. Do I need to show anything? I told you about my car. I'm at, where am I? My new favourite spot. Who knows about it? Who doesn't? It's called my new favourite spot. And it's a little bit upstream of my new favourite spot. Like 10 metres. So I'll be back with, and this bucket will just go in this big hole here. I may or may not show the next bucket. I won't show the feed, but if there's something useful in the mat, which there will be, how can there not be? I shall bring this back in and show you what's in my mat. But for now, over. 10:28. 10:28. So I've done two buckets since 10 o'clock. Yeah, 15 minutes a bucket. That's fine. People, I've run that. Now I'm about to do a reveal. Is it better than the previous bucket? I don't think so. Is it similar? Yeah. Am I getting any big pieces yet? No. But it's a good bucket. This is similar to the previous. And I said that the previous was a good bucket, so this is a good bucket. So round, 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 left, right, forward, back, left, right, forward, back, and some tapping and pump. Pump all this blonde shit out the way. I might have to increase these angles a bit because too much blonde. That should blow out, not staying in there. Should be pointing fine, yep. Or am I pointing at me knob? No, fine. Do that. Tap, tap, tap. And pump, and pump. Okay, I can get rid of that. I forgot to bring my my t-shirt, my gold mining t-shirt about the filter. Not I forgot. I didn't think of it. Last night I thought of it. Oh yeah, maybe I did forget. You know, I can tip that out. I'll show you how does it look. That's pretty much in the shade, I suppose. Yep, that's how does it look, if you can see it, if I'm pointing. And that's, oh, the sun's not out yet properly. Leave it. I'm not going to put it in the sun. If you couldn't see that, bad luck. Yeah, they're very small pieces. 18 or 19 or 20 there. But they're small. I'd like to get something a little bit larger than that. Wouldn't we all, huh? Anyway, I look quickly in this mat. Plenty of rocks. And no chunks. No pickers and all that sort of shit. Well, you would think if there's no picker in this bloody mat, well, more than likely not one in there. Anyway, that's that. Bucket number 3 gone. I'll be back later. Over. 11:11. So about an hour's gone past. And I've done, let me check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done 5 buckets, about to do number 6. The previous 2 buckets, 4 and 5, were pretty much landscaping, and they both proved very ordinary. So I've got the landscaping out of the way. Now I'm back to where I done bucket 2 and 3, which had a substantial amount of material. So let's bucket number 6. Let's fire this up. Water. Yeah, that'll do. Post the fat halves down here. Oh, fuck. I'm in the singlet now, showing off my quads. No, not quads. My pecs. No. Got very little water coming out of these. Well, not. Guns. My guns. My guns are sticking out. My guns are fucking firing blanks. I don't know if I can do 30 today. My arms. Anyway, this is bucket number 6. I'm doing a feed. Not necessarily because there's a huge amount of gold in here, but I expect there to be similar to bucket number 2 and 3. But mainly because I like a long tape. For people who don't like long tapes, you can fucking press the fast forward button. You know? If you're going to watch something, watch the fucking thing. I mean, if it only takes a second, like a short period of time, like watching a bloke rooting, I don't mean those porno ones, them blokes are special. Well, they're not special, I mean, they just last a long time. Us normal human beings, men, we don't last long. Or is it me? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But anyway, in that case, the tape will be short. But if it's a tape of someone's day out, and you just want to watch the highlights, well, you're not watching the bloke's day out, are you? You're just watching the highlights. Imagine watching a boxing match and you only see the fucking highlights, or a game of footy. You know, you might like that. And I just spilled fucking mud all over myself. And then, you know, and then when the highlights are over, you can go back to fucking playing with your fucking knob, or whatever you were doing. I myself prefer to watch, not the highlights, the whole match. And if it's boring, I'll turn the cunt off, that's all. Fuck, I don't need someone else telling me what the highlights are. Someone might like marking and that, like say you're watching AFL. My highlight would be, say one of the girls' tits flopped out. That would be my highlight. You're not going to see that on a bloody game of footy highlights. You'd be censored out. Anyway, if all you do is see the highlights, you get confused about life because you think fucking life's good. And then when you come home, life is shit. You say, hey, what the fuck? How come everybody else is having a real good life? They're not. No, they're fucking not. They might pretend that they are, bullshit to people that they are, bullshit to themselves that they are. I'm bullshit to myself. You know, I could pretend, make it till you fake it. No, fake it till you make it. And I don't do that sort of shit. People say you should. Right. I don't care what people say of that. I do it. I don't want a fake life. I mean, I don't want a shit life either, which... Anyway, I'll leave that over there. That was bucket number 6. Now I'll just watch a bit of rocks. Not bad. I actually washed out the bottom mat. My life was going to be not washing out the bottom mat, but there's all fucking rocks in it. I wanted to get them out, and I said, fucking get them out. What have I got here? Very little. Very, very little. But I may have the biggest piece all day, or equal to it anyway. Yeah, alright, so wherever I went, what I done, I went and bloody done the maintenance, excuse me, the landscaping, and then when I come back I forgot where the bloody good part is. But that's okay, look, that's okay. You miss it, you get it next time. If you keep going to the same place all the time, yeah, it's not the worst bucket all day. The maintenance buckets, I've done three looking for gold buckets and 3 maintenance buckets, and the 3 maintenance buckets were terrible. Now this is a good bucket. What are you talking about? It's the same, pretty much the same as all the other good buckets. Good bucket. Alright. Actually, on pieces, this one's got 9 million pieces in it. No, it hasn't. I don't know how many it's got. I don't want to spend too much time tapping around. I put it in the sun, there you go. Hopefully there's not too much glare. They're all spread out, but it's pretty much the same as the two. Get the glare away. Pretty much the same as the previous nice 2. Or maybe shade better. And the nicest piece all day is fucking hidden in all that shit. Maybe it wasn't the nicest piece all day. Anyway, so there's another tape that I can watch when I get home. That was useful and productive. I'll have a look in this. Yeah, for some reason this mat doesn't clean out as well. Not that it matters. There's no gold in there, so who gives a fuck. Anyway, what I'm going to do, continue working. Bucket 6, I'll probably be back and with another feed at about number 10. But prior to that, I'll if I find a nice mat with something lovely in there, I'll bring this all back in. Over. I don't know, fucking pointing at me knob again. 11:30. I've just run bucket number 7. 11:30. Actually, it's 6. Actually, if I took out the 3 maintenance, only bucket 4. But I ran 7 buckets. I need to count them because to see how long each bucket takes. And it seems to be a little bit under 15 minutes. Anyway, what am I doing here? I've cleaned that out. I've put it all back together. I want to show you the clean up because biggest piece all day. Although I said that there was the biggest piece all day in the previous bucket, but there was no biggest piece. It was just this one, definitely the biggest piece. Oh, it's not monster, but it's definitely the biggest piece. And also may or may not be my best bucket. Okay, I empty this one. Round and round and round, left, right, forward, back. A couple of taps and pump. Well, it's not the best bucket all day. Look, where are you going? It's the same bucket as all day. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the biggest piece all day because when I put it against the wall you won't be able to see it. So hopefully that should be pointing, and there it is there. Somewhere there. Try that. Something like that. I'll put them against the wall now. Tap, tap, tap. I mean, I'm saying words that don't match the video. It's like when I do editing. And not just me, other people too. The words don't match, like there's a delay. Anyway, here I show you all that nonsense. How many pieces? 20. More than 20. I've been watching Biggest Kev, as I do. Actually, I don't watch his tapes. I mean, I do watch them, but I'm the biggest criminal of fast forwarding. I couldn't be fucked. I just watch. This is what I watch. Hello, everybody. My name is Biggest Kev. Welcome to my channel. And then I just fucking flick to the fucking end before the photo fucking shoot starts. Just before the photo shoot. And it'll come up with, well, that was exciting, wasn't it? And it wasn't fucking exciting. It was fucking rank. I'm not saying he's rank. He may or may not be a good person. I mean, everybody's got good points. Even me. Or maybe not me, but everybody else. But some people that you think are really good, in certain fields of life, they might be a cunt, that's all. Not they might be, they fucking are. Everybody, not everybody. Like Mother Teresa, who heard about that, feeding all the starving people. Leave the fucking people alone. There's too many people on the planet anyway. Get rid of the flotsam and jetsam. Let them die if they can't fucking survive on their own. That's why they put a sign at the park there. Do not feed the kangaroos. Because you're encouraging breeding of the shit kangaroos. Leave it, fucking let them find their own food so that they can follow Darwin's plan of evolution, where the strong survive and the weak fucking piss off. Fuck. Anyway, so I've showed you that. And what else was I going to show you? Nothing. That's all. Okay. I was pointing at my knob probably. I'm not going to show you where I am because people will come and steal all my gold. And not just that, people will fucking yell at me. Stop showing people where the fucking all the gold is. I hate when you do that. And people who fucking say that, you need to shut the fuck up and calm the fuck down. What someone else does is their business. You know? Oh, you're showing them your spots. There'll be no gold left for me. Fuck, who the fuck are you? The king of fucking Tullarook? Fuck it, if I go to Tullarook fucking gold panning, and I find gold there, I'm fucking showing it. But I'm not going to show, unless someone showed me that spot, then I won't fucking do it. But if I go somewhere and I find gold, that's up to me to decide whether I show it or not. People, I'm going to come back later with more bullshit. Actually, it's not really bullshit. I'm getting not bad pans. I've got about, let's say they're .01s, right? Well, that's .04. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. 1, 2, 3. .03. No, they're more like .02s, I reckon. Times 3, that's .06. In 0.06 times 4, quarter of a gram only. Fuck, I was hoping I'd get more than that. I probably will, but I always underestimate. Not always, but usually, so that when I get home, and if an extra is a bonus. Over. 11:53, so 12 o'clock. So it's 2 hours, and I've done 8 buckets. That's 4 buckets an hour. 12 o'clock, I've got another 5, 20 plus, yeah, that's 28. But I want to show you something. I've run bucket number 8, but I want to show you something else. People who hate mosquitoes, your favourite fucking item is rocking up. It's that time of year where, I think it's that time of year where they breed or whatever. Now what I've done here, these are the rocks that didn't make it through the 1 inch or inch and a half actually, or it's quite large, those squares. These didn't fit through the 1.5 inch squares for bucket number 8, and it's got balls of clay here. And what I'm going to do, because I've heard that people say you've got to break up the clay. Well, I normally just, I'll break it up a little bit, but I normally just wipe the outside. But I've found this clay that I normally just wipe the outside. It's like, it's not like barren clay. It's got shit in it, like not necessarily gold, but it's got I don't know where I'm pointing, I'm not changing it. It's got like gravel still in there, and I said, look, I'll break it up tiny little pieces in case there's gold in it. Now if there is, especially if there's something humongous, well, what I might do is take this shit home. I don't want to sit here breaking it up like I'm doing now and waste the fucking whole day. I could have dug a few more buckets, but there we go. I've pretty much smashed that up. The trommel, it doesn't stay in the trommel long enough to smash it up. But let's have a look if there's anything in here of substantial. Round, round, round. Round, 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 round. And in the river you go. Round, 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 round. And you're gone. Now, let's have a look. What do we got here? So this is bucket number 8. Clay. That may or may not have gold in it, and I'd normally throw this away. Pumping, 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 and there's nothing in there. Go fuck yourself. So there you go. Now, this is the clay that I did wipe the fucking nonsense off, and we'll see what we got in this bucket. And it looks a bit ordinary, or not. Sometimes it's hard to tell. You look in the pan, you say, is that gold or is that yellow rock? Or, well, if it was a yellow rock, what's it doing right up the top of the pan? But usually when you've been playing around for 6 years or whatever, or more, or 8, you get to know gold by just looking at it. And what I'm seeing here is not gold, but it looks like it's where gold would be in a pan, in a mat, if it did get caught. But anyway, so the test I just done previously there with the clay, that's telling me I'm doing fine. I'm washing clay nicely with my hand, and I can safely dispose of it and not waste my day fucking around with it. Okay, well, I'll show you. I'll show you anyway if you can see any of that. I don't know about this glare business, whether that's doing something or not. Yeah, a bit of shade. There's a couple of nice pieces in there, but that's my worst bucket all day. If you don't count the maintenance, the landscaping ones. So that's, I've gone the wrong place. Never mind. It's good to get a bad bucket, because then you realise how lovely a good bucket is, you know, when you do get them. What's hiding in there? Nothing. People, I'll be back with more bullshit after a substantial amount of time passes, or a minimal amount of time, whichever comes first. Over. There we go, press that. 12:30, pretty much. About to run bucket number 10. So I'm not doing all that well in buckets. I thought this fucking single bucket shit will improve my rate of buckets per hour, but 10 in 2.5 hours. 12 to 2.5. Shit. Okay, anyway, look, bucket number 10 about to run. I want to do a run, because so when I get home I've got something to watch about runs. That'll do. And oh, what's that, 10? Jeez, I don't know, 30's going to happen. Not so much that I run out of time, but run out of gun. My arms, not my arms, but just energy. Maybe I can stop for lunch, snack, or not. Maybe I will. This is a very muddy bucket of material. May or may not be a good bucket. I imagine it'll be the same as all of the bucket. Fuck, this is hard to dig, man. So much mud, it settles down at the bottom. Very hard to. Excuse me if I'm grunting and groaning. I'm old anyway. I know. No, I don't know, but I believe some people grunt and groan, old people, even when they're not even moving. They probably grunt and groan in their coffin, or not. Anyway, I'll just keep continuing this run. I'm not sure why I show the feed. Oh yeah, I know why. So I can watch something when I get home, plus talk shit. When you're going to talk shit? All day, probably. Fuck off. Yeah. These knee push-ups, I think they brought my arms down, man. I'm not going to do a nature walkabout. I doubt it. Very much doubt it. You know what? Now that my vehicle seems to be got past the test of not blowing up on the very first day, I might go to another creek next outing and test panning and shit and nature walkabout type stuff, rather than just sitting here talking shit all day. I know a lot of people don't like watching this. But you know what? I couldn't give a fuck about a lot of people. In fact, I really couldn't give a fuck about anybody, truth be told. And I'll tell you what, truth be told, I reckon a lot of people couldn't give a fuck about anyone else as well. You know? Although they do come on the fucking channel, not mine, but I don't want to pick a channel. I just pick any random channel, but say for example Vogus, right? Someone will rock up and say, "Oh fuck, well done, well done." I can't do that. The cunt's got infinite subscribers, and I'm going to say fucking well done. No. You go to some cunt who's got 127 subscribers and say, you go there and say well done. The blokes who got 1 million subscribers, for example Dan Hurd, oh please subscribe, please subscribe. Paulie, please subscribe. Even Vogus probably please subscribe. Go fuck yourself. You got 1 million fucking subscribers. Where you going with this fucking please subscribe? Fuck off with that. I don't know where I'm pointing. Today is not about pointing. If I'm not pointing, bad luck. Alright, so that's bucket number 10 done. Empty out the last little bit of rocks. Turn off the water. Turn off the spinner. Place. I need to adjust this. Yeah, I'm not going to show you. I'm just going to move this a bit more this way. Anyway, let's get this out of the way. Place it over there. And have a look at the mat. And yeah, I'm going backwards, man. I'm going backwards. It's not nothing. No, it's not nothing. But I am going backwards. But this is mostly topsoil. It's not topsoil. You know, the top overburden. So what I'm going to do, maybe on bucket number 11 I might go deeper, or I might continue with the topsoil. So what? So what if I get nothing? Next week, the top overburden will be gone, and then I can go a bit deeper. And any gold I don't get this time, I'll get it next time. Or I could dig deeper just to check, like a test. It's not nothing. Like my landscaping buckets, though one of them was nothing. Or one or two. One of them might not have been. Look, I'm not... Look, I'm going to show you how it's not nothing. Is that a big piece? No. How is that nothing? Let me count away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, say 15 pieces, 15 Victor colours. If it was me counting, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still 10. That's how does it look. Now let's pretend what we do now. Or what I do now. Oh fuck! One just jumped in there. I put them all into a bundle, like touching each other, if I can. Fucking, this is not easy, man. Alright, no. Round, that's it. Look, good enough. Oh, fuck, I made a mess. Anyway, just pretend that was one piece, right, if you can see that. If you pretend that that's one piece, they're not incredibly flat. they're not chunky, but they're not like aluminium foil. They're like 2 aluminium foils stuck together, or 3 maybe even, or 2. But if that was one piece, I'd say fuck, and it'd be 0.03. And I've been counting these as 0.0 fuck alls. So if that's a 0.03, and if I take away, that's not the best, or let's say 0.02. Take away 3 from 10 is 7. 7 reasonable buckets times 0.02, that's 0.14. So I've done 10 buckets for 0.14. If I could do what comes after 10, 20 or 30. If I could do 30, that'd be 3 times 0.143. That'll be about 0.4. Look, I'll be getting somewhere between 0.3 and 0.4. I've got to do at least 20 though. People, let's enjoy some serenity. Let me. I haven't had any serenity yet. I've had the serenity because that tenseness drive here, tenseful drive here, and now I'm here and the vehicle made it without any signs of nastiness. It's nice here, you know. It's nice here. There's no bodies here. It's a long weekend and there's still no bodies here. I've got to move these chairs. Yeah, look, people say, look, inside bends, this and that. Fuck it. I keep coming back to the same place. Why I need to do the best spots first? Just fucking dig. Just fucking dig. You know. You wanna? I got nothing to show you. And I got nothing really to share. Well, I never really got nothing to share. I just talk shit all the time. But who likes it, likes it. Who doesn't like it? You know where the fucking door is. You know where the fast forward button is. You know the power off button is. Do all those fucking things. As though my planet's going to change. I'm not here for 1 million subscribers. And then when you get 1 million subscribers, YouTube gets half of it. You know, what I need YouTube money for, no reason at all. I got the government gives me money because I'm old. The government gives old people money. You know why? Because they're fucking old. I don't know about that. I'm like cutting off my nose to spite my face by saying old people. Not saying old people shouldn't get nothing. But I'll tell you what. I don't appreciate my father enough because he worked hard all his life. He worked really hard and scrimped and saved all his life and this and that and all his life, and he helped people all his life. And he still managed to fucking save enough and purchase and pay off a house. Now, of course, a block of land was only $1,500 in them days, but how much was wages? I don't know. Certainly wasn't $100. Say it was $50 a week. $50 a week times 50. That's $2,500 a year. Oh, anyway, whatever it was, in 2 years you could buy a block of land. If you say, oh no, you couldn't because you got to buy food with that money as well, don't you? But anyway, whatever it was, there was an agreement at the pub that you should be able to pay your house off within 20 years or something, was it? 10, 15, probably 20. Is it possible to pay off your house nowadays with 20 years? Let's work it out. Let's say, all right, let's say a house and land costs you $1 million, right? And you'll be able to pay it off in 20 years on your wages. Divide 20 into $1 million. That's $50,000 every year. Is that right? Yeah, $50,000 a year. Now divide 50,000 by 50, like 50 weeks in a year. 50's into a 50. That's 10,000. I'm not quite sure where I'm going. Oh, that's 10,000. 50,000 divided by 50. $1,000 a week, that is. So that means you need to be able to put aside from your wages or your income, whatever it be, you and your wife or girlfriend or boyfriend these days. You need to put aside $1,000 every week. Now, that sounds a very difficult proposition to me. You know, if you put it all away and didn't eat, you'd probably fucking die from not eating. You know why you die from not eating? Because if you don't eat, you don't shit. And if you don't shit, you die. That's why. So, yeah, look, somebody ought to do something about it. And that's been around, that saying's been around for 1,000,000 years. Somebody ought to do something about that. Somebody ought to do this or somebody ought to do that. Not me. Not me. The person saying that fucking thing. Not me, somebody. But we should all stop being lazy, except for the people who are not lazy. Those lazy people need to stop being lazy. And that's me, I'm lazy. And start doing, not somebody should do something about that. Get out and fucking do it. If you think it's important enough to say somebody ought to do something about that, or there ought to be a law about that, or this, that, against that, or this or that. Not somebody, you. It's you made up that rule. You go and do something about it. I'm going to say, I'm going to make up a rule about, like, exempt creeks. Somebody ought to stop making rules about exempt creeks, right? I reckon somebody ought to do that. So that means somebody, not somebody, me, I should do something about that exempt creek. How am I going to do something about the exempt creek? What? By going and digging in them? Is that? I'll just get myself in trouble. I should go find out who to go to, Parks and Gardens people. I say, hey, this is what I should do. I'm not going to because I'm fucking lazy. But if I wasn't lazy, I should go there and say, look, this exempt creek business, right? Why are these creeks on this list? Why I can't dig in that one? Why I can dig in this Slady Creek, but I can't dig across the road in Creswick Creek? And he'll say, because you can't dig in it because it's on the list. Yeah, I understand that. But why that one's on the list? Why this one's not? And he won't fucking know why. And I'll fucking say to him, well, are you going to tell me the answer? And he's going to say, look, I don't know. Well, fucking, can you tell me someone who does know? And he will pass me, he'll hopefully. What do you mean? And he says, no, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Are you Parks and Gardens people? Do you pay out on people who don't follow that rule? Yeah. Well, fucking, who's your boss making up this rule that you're bloody policing? And he'll say, look, I hate this job. I wish you could dig in the creek. Who knows what he'll say? Anyway, starting from fucking one day, I'm not going to get caught digging in an exempt creek, but I'm going to, before I go to an exempt creek, I'm going to go find out who to ask and drive there because my vehicle's working now. I'll go there and say, fucking, excuse me, I'm paying money to fucking dig in the creek. I don't want to dig in the creek a million miles away. I want to dig this creek not far away. But it's on the list. Anyway, look, I don't want to continue with that. It's taking too long. For now, I might have some lunch and try to get some energy back, and I'll be back, hopefully with something useful, or just continue more nonsense all day. Over.